Hi, Paul Tchaikovsky. I'm a managed OpenShift black belt at Red Hat. I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to deploy Red Hat OpenShift services on AWS or ROSA. So here we are at the AWS console, and I can just search up here for ROSA and click on it, and I come to the ROSA landing page. You can see it says here the service is enabled. If this is your first time, there may be a button there to say enable the service. I've already done it, so instead the button tells me I can download the CLI. There's a bunch of information about the features and whatnot of the product, documentation, all sorts of stuff here. But I've already gone through all of this and I already have downloaded the CLI. So let's switch to that and actually go ahead and create a cluster. So I'm going to do ROSA create cluster and hit enter. Because I haven't provided any details, it's going to give it to me in interactive mode. So let's do Paul cluster 3. I already have 2, I think. I can do multiple availability zones across the one region if I'm interested in a more HA setup, but I'm not because this is a demo. So I'll pick the default of no. I'm okay with the default AWS region of 2. So I'll go ahead and US East 2. So hit that. Gives me the option to do to pick an OpenShift version. So if I need to get a very specific version, say 4.66, I could pick that, but I'm going to go with the most current version, 4.7.6. And then from here on out, I'm probably going to leave everything in defaults. So I will let ROSA create a VPC for me. I'm going to use the default compute node instance type. Actually, you know what? I'm going to enable auto scaling. And this is auto scaling for the ROSA cluster itself. I'm going to say I want minimum of 2, maximum of 5. And then the networking, I will leave as defaults. It doesn't have to be a private cluster. And that's it. So it's telling me how I can create this cluster again using the CLI without being in interactive mode. And that's pretty useful. Now it takes about 45 minutes to get a cluster up and running. So I already have one running for you. So here is cloud.redhat.com/OpenShift, and this is going to give me a list of OpenShift clusters that I have in my account. And I will go ahead and refresh this, and you should see the new cluster I have in here listed as installing. Ooh, let's filter this by ROSA. That's all I care to see. And there we have it. So there's our new cluster 3 installing. But let's go ahead and look at cluster 1 as it's already here. Now, there's a couple of things I should be thinking about. One is I need to authenticate to my cluster. Now, ideally, you're going to add OAuth to GitHub, or you're going to add auth back to your Active Directory. And that's really easy to do. I'm going to just add a cluster admin user from the CLI. So I can do this, ROSA create admin-c Paul cluster 1. So that's done. And I'm going to grab this password right here and come back here, and I will click open console. While that's loading up, I just wanted to quickly show you that this is not a fully up-to-date cluster. So when I'm looking at my details here, it actually has a button that I can click to get it to update my cluster for me. And I can then pick what version. Let's just pick this. And it will let me pick a schedule. So right now or at a different time. I can also set up automatic updates if I want. So I can do automatic and pick a day and time that I want to see, or I can leave it as manual. I can also set some other defaults and stuff in here. So let's pop back over here. Here I have my cluster loaded up. Just make sure it's fully fresh. And you can see here's another option, another opportunity to update my cluster. But that's it. That's how easy it is to get a fully managed OpenShift server on AWS. I hope this was useful. Thanks.